Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Russ Downs Field here in Westwood, Massachusetts for a Division II MIA first round matchup between Minnechaug and your Westwood Wolverines. Minnechaug coming in at the number 27 seed and Westwood the 6th seed for Division II. Game was originally scheduled for yesterday, Monday, June 5th, but rescheduled for today. And you know what? I'm glad they did. It's an absolute beautiful day here at Russ Downs Field. It looks like the field has dried out nicely after a few days of rain, and the temperature itself is pretty good itself as well. Looking in the mid-70s. Sun is peeking behind the clouds, but very excited here for playoff baseball. The Westwood boys have been a very exciting team to watch this year, coming off a 13-7 season. Some big wins in the TVL versus a lot of their rivals, and also some great non-league wins. And some great, not only just great wins, but great personal accomplishments. Danny Sullivan with a no-hitter earlier this year versus Brockton here in a home game that we covered weeks back. But very excited. It's certainly a special team we have here. A very heavy upper class team. A lot of juniors, seniors. But needless to say, they've been waiting, all year for the playoffs. This is what you play for. You obviously want to win the TVL, but outside of winning the TVL, you want to make a deep run in the playoffs. You want to win that state championship, and it's certainly a team that is very capable of it. Being a 6th seed here in Division II, you got proven coaches and Coach Brian Whalen. State championship winner in 2008. I believe there was another one in the mid-2010s as well. Just an all-around great team, ready for action, ready to kick off the tournament, and ready on this beautiful day. But it looks like the coaches are just going under the ground rules with the umpires here. We have 2 umpires, one behind home plate and one that will be in the field. Westwood ready to go here on the field. On the mound for the Wolverines is senior captain Danny Sullivan, Jonathan Bertone behind the plate, Sean Garvin at first base, LaRose at second base, Hurley at shortstop, and Harris third base. In the outfield have Quinn in left field, Velasquez in center field, and Cassavant playing right field for you Wolverines. Leading off for Minnechaug, number 4, it's their shortstop, Bryce Barlow. Home plate umpire is going to clean off the plate, and we are ready for baseball here at Flay High Field. The ump says play ball. First pitch from Sullivan. It's in there for a strike. A strike called. The ball is in play. It's going to get through the infield for a base hit. So Bryce Barlow is going to have a single to lead off the game. He's going to be on first base. Nice piece of hitting, able to get that in between the shortstop and the second baseman. Wasn't an over-powerful ball hit. It just found its way through the opening. Tim Harrigan up at bat now, number 20. He's the right fielder for Minnechaug. Takes a called strike. Something you'll see from Sullivan today, he's very good at getting that first call strike. He likes being aggressive up there, getting good pitcher's counts. A nice curveball there. Runner is caught in a pickoff, and they're going to tag him out at first base. Great play by the Wolverine infield. It started with Bertone behind the plate. The batter took a curveball for a strike from Sullivan. Bertone saw that the runner was, off the bag, a pretty good distance. Threw that over to Garvin and caught him right in the middle of a pickleball. So great out for the Wolverines. 2 strikes now to the batter. He's going to miss just low with the ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes for Harrigan, the hitter. Pitch from Sullivan. Oh, looks good. Oh, just called the ball. It was a good-looking pitch, but it looked like it was just outside the strike zone. Ball is in play, working its way to left field, and Quinn's going to be there for the out. So 2 outs here in the top of the first. So just the start you want to see. Danny Sullivan, 2 outs here, bases empty. Coming to the plate is Vince Chiarizio, number 27. Takes a ball high. Chiarizio is the catcher for Minnechaug. Takes a ball low. 2 balls, no strikes. And another ball, so three balls, no strikes. Good looking pitches, just missing there for Sullivan. Gets a call, strike. 3 balls and 1 strike. A ball is in play. It's going to get through the infield for a base hit into right field. And that's going to be a hit for Chiarizio. A 2-out hit for Minnechaug. It's going to bring the 4-hitter, Owen Geister, who's the first baseman for Minnechaug. Looks like we're going to get a pinch runner for Chiarizio, as typically you'll see this for catchers, allows them to get their equipment on, especially when there's 2 outs in play. Ball is in play over to Hurley. He's going to send it over to second base for the out. That's going to end the inning. So after 1/2 inning, Westwood 0, Minnechaug 0. Ready to kick off the bottom of the first here. Wolverines coming to the plate. Freshman catcher Jonathan Bertone is going to lead off for the Wolverines. He's been an impressive player for the Wolverines so far this year. Only a freshman, but certainly playing with confidence, at the levels of a junior and senior. He's very talented behind the plate, also a very good hitter, patient hitter. And also, when on the bases, he requires your attention. A lot of times you'll see him faking to steal. The catcher will try and throw it and overthrow. So all around, great player and exciting player to watch this year for the Wolverines. First pitch, made called strike. Pitcher for Minnechaug is Ethan Purcell. And he's going to get a ball there, so 1 ball, 1 strike for Bertone. A little curveball, stayed high, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Call strike. Even the count at 2-2. A 2-2 pitch from Purcell. Good job of hitting there by Bertone. Looked like it was a tough curveball, able to foul that off. Live for another pitch there. That was a good curveball. It was definitely off speed. Also had some good movement. Another foul ball off to the right side of just over the Minnechaug dugout. Ends up in the tennis courts. Everyone is okay though. Now, one thing you'll see with the Westwood hitters, they do a really good job of wasting pitches. So takes a ball there, full count. Now, Westwood hitters do a terrific job. I've seen plenty of times where Westwood hitters have been down 0-2, work their way back in the account. 3-2, they'll take a walk. They've gotten hits. Another foul ball. But what the positive that comes from that is the pitchers are going to expend a lot of pitches. So just in this at bat alone, the pitcher's thrown 7 pitches. So it makes it very difficult on the pitchers. A lot of times they won't be able to pitch more than say 5-6 innings when you've thrown that many pitches. But also good opportunity to get some good hits on there. Ball's in play. It's going to be caught by the first baseman for the first out. It was Owen Geister with the catch there, number 0. And that's going to bring up the shortstop, senior captain, Kevin Hurley, the number 2 hitter for the Wolverines. Fouled off, out of play. Kevin Hurley is going to be attending Babson, playing baseball next year. He's going to take a ball high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fouled off behind home plate. Going to be 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kevin is a very impressive fielder. One thing you'll see, with the Wolverines infield, they'll turn double place, and it doesn't, it's not your quintessential, 4-6-3. They'll do a 5-6-3. They'll do 3-6-3. Oh, good hit there. It's going to go into center field, but it looks like the center field is well positioned there. It's going to make the catch for the second out. Nice catch there by Barlow, center fielder for Minnechaug. It's going to be 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. It's going to bring senior captain and first baseman Sean Garvin to the plate. Sean is also a baseball commit to Hobart next year. Takes a call strike. There you go, timeout. Smart move by Garvin. He has great patience in there. If he doesn't see what he's like, he'll call timeout. He's going to take a call strike there. So no balls, 2 strikes. Takes a ball. Garvin's one of those players where I had watched a couple weeks back. He was in an 0-2 count and was able to get a walk out of it. Just amazing patience, a great eye, and a very impressive hitter in that regard. The ball is going to be in play. The second baseman is going to get the 3rd out. So after 1 full inning, it's going to be Westwood 0, Minnechaug 0. It's going to bring number 11 to the plate, Matt Nordstrom, 3rd baseman from Minnechaug. That ball is heading our way, and it is going to be fouled on the hill. And it's going to be a strike, a long strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike. As mentioned, Matt Nordstrom up. He is 3rd baseman for Minnechaug. After a quick inning, both teams made quick work in the field. So certainly it looks like we got 2 terrific pitchers that are matched up today. Ones that can throw multiple of different pitches, but also have a trusted infield and outfield behind them. Another ball heading our way. Does Cassavant have some room? And he doesn't. It's going to end up in the woods. I'd imagine an adjustment might be made now after 2 balls have made its way down the right field line. Great, we might be in the danger zone after a couple of those hits. But 2 balls, 2 strikes. And a strike 3. Sullivan gets him there. Looked like it was an off-speed curveball for the first out for the Wolverines. But interesting uniforms today. So both teams traditionally green colored uniforms. Wolverines today are in more of like a gray uniform with green letters. Sullivan's just missed there, ball high. And then Minnechaug is in their green and white, which, very similar to Wolverines away jersey. So I'd imagine Westwood wearing like a 3rd type jersey. Ball is going to be lined foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. But long drive for Minnechaug. I'd imagine, it's way out in Western Mass. Had to be an hour-plus drive for them. Another foul behind home plate. They ended up they had two buses. One bus was here, kind of, on time. The other bus got caught in some traffic on 495. So they were here about 20 minutes before the start. But, certainly expect those things to happen when you're coming from a far distance. There's a ball there from Sullivan. Looks like 2 balls, 2 strikes. Oh, good looking pitch for a strike 3. What a curveball there by Danny Sullivan. 2-2 pitch curveball and froze the batter for strike 3 looking. That's going to be the second out here for the Wolverines. Oof. When you're seeing curveballs like that at the plate and you're expecting it on a 0-2 pitch and you get that fastball, you become discombobulated. He's going to take a strike call there. Good pitch there by Sullivan. Up at the plate now is looks like Ben Langone, second baseman for Minnechaug. A nice curveball there. Oh, just missed. Looked good. You can hear some disappointment from some of the Westwood coaches and players. Don't blame them. That's a good-looking pitch there. Call for a strike. We've seen this happen a lot throughout the season. Danny Sullivan, always a positive kid. If there's a pitch that was called ball that looks like a strike, he gets right back at it and goes right at the hitter. Ball is going to be in play, and it's going to get through the infield into right field. It's going to bring the runner on for a hit. So it's a nice hit there by Ben Langone. Went with the pitch, able to squeeze that through the first base and second base gap to get on board here with 2 outs. Just going to bring Nick Disa to the plate. He's the DH today. He's hitting for the pitcher. Today's pitcher, Evan Purcell. Good pitch there by Sullivan. Gets called strike. He checks in on first. Runner's safe. He checks again. That was a lot closer. Umpire says safe. But, this might not, Sullivan knows he might not get the out with. That's going to be a pop-up. Looks like it's going to be in play. And it's going to be out. That's caught there by the Wolverine third baseman, Harris. And that's going to end the top of the second inning. So Danny Sullivan's going to lead it off here at the bottom of the second inning. Danny looking to help out for the effort. He's today's pitcher, also the cleanup hitter. He's going to take a called strike from Purcell. Sullivan's been a very productive hitter this year, but not only productive, but very good timing on his hits. He's been a good job of getting runners home that are on second or third. Also very patient at the plate when he sees pitches he doesn't like. 0-2 pitch, just low. So 1 ball, 2 strikes for Danny Sullivan. The ball's going to be in play, working its way, and it gets into left field for a base hit for Sullivan. Able to sneak that through shortstop and third base gap there. Get on board as the leadoff runner. It's going to bring to the plate the designated hitter, Steven Zuthan. Steven is a senior for the Wolverines. He's going to be attending Notre Dame in the fall. Zuthan takes a ball low. Call strike there. A 1-1 strike. It's a good pitch there by Purcell. Able to find the strike zone, get the count back to 1-1. Checking in on first. Sullivan's in there safely. But I was mentioning right before the pop-up in the last inning, when the pitchers are checking in on first, they're really setting a precedent, of that, they're going to check in on first. So it's not, it gets in the runner's head that they're not the easiest pitcher to run on. A ball is in play. It's going to be a base hit to right field. Sullivan's going to stay at second. And a good piece of hitting there by Zuthan. A single. He's going to put runners on first and second for the Wolverines with no outs. It was an interesting hit. It looked like he got on top of that, had a top spin on the ball, so it got down pretty quickly. And it was a great hit there for the Wolverines. Get 2 on with Elliot Harris coming to the plate. Elliot is the third baseman for the Wolverines. He takes a call strike. The infielders are going to let the runners take whichever lead they want. They're not checking in on them. So some big leads you're seeing right now on the base. If we get the ball in play, you could potentially score 2. Runners are going. And Sullivan is safe. So it's a double steal for the Wolverines. You have Sullivan stealing third, Zuthan stealing second. And the Wolverines now have 2 runners in scoring position with no outs. That's a great play right there. Fake bunt, distracts the catcher a little bit. And he's got to obviously make the throw over to third. It looked like it was a little bit delayed. And Sullivan able to get in there for the stolen base. A great coaching there by Brian Whalen, veteran coach for the Wolverines. Also a veteran teacher for the Wolverines as well. Came into the system in, I believe, 1999, 2000, and has been here ever since. The ball is going to be in play. It looks like it has potential to bloop, but second baseman's able to get there to make the out. Sullivan shows that he's going home, but ends up staying at third base. Good play there by Minnechaug, able to get the out, but also not advance the runners to score a run. It's going to bring the right fielder, Patrick Cassavant, to the plate, number 13. Cassavant gets a piece of that, but it's going to be foul. It's on the left field line. Cassavant, a senior for the Wolverines, will be attending Holy Cross in the fall. So no balls, 1 strike, Cassavant. Purcell looking in for the signal. Has the pitch he likes. It's going to be a curveball that is high. Ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball, a line drive in a left field. Oh, however, well-positioned left fielder makes the catch and a great throw to home. It's going to save a run. Impressive play. It was a well-hit ball by Cassavant. Left fielder was well-positioned, didn't have to go too far. Makes the catch and then made a great throw into home plate. It was a 1-hopper. Keeps Sullivan at third base. So, I mean, through 2 innings, just some well-positioning in the infield, some great, smart baseball being played defensively, and to be honest, some very well-coached teams that are, know what to do before the ball gets to them, and have been able to get out of some situations that have been obviously challenging. So 2 strikes now. That is Will LaRose, second baseman. That is no balls, 2 strikes. Pitch from Purcell. It's going to be outside. Ball 1. Good eye there by LaRose. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Ball high. Seemed to be an off-speed pitch. Good job there by LaRose, able to get back into the account. Now it's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 runners, 2 outs. Oh, good job there. Able to get a piece of that, foul that off. I wanted to just give a shout out and a thank you to the fine folks over at the Westwood Media Center. Been doing a great job covering the playoff games. Gray Janite, no one better on camera. Charlotte Lynch and Melinda Garfield. Some amazing games that have been caught this year. Some great memories for these players, these seniors, and just what a really cool resource to have here in the town to be able to look back many years from now. And that's going to be strike 3 called. So a great pitch there by Purcell to get the strikeout, and that's after 2. It's going to be 0, Westwood 0, Minnechaug 0. The top of the 3rd here now at Russ Downs Field. It's going to bring to the plate number 16, Jack Barlow, center fielder for Minnechaug. Some great defense and great pitching by both teams so far. Only a few hits for both teams. Good pitch there by Sullivan, able to get the first pitch called strike. Just outside for a ball. Barlow is the 9-hitter for Minnechaug. 1-1 pitch. It's going to be just low. 2 balls, 1 strike. And just low again. There's going to be 3 balls, 1 strike. It's going to be ball 4. And Barlow's going to get on base as the leadoff runner. That's going to bring the 1-hitter now up. That's Bryce Barlow. Imagine his brothers with Jack Barlow. Bryce is the shortstop for Minnechaug, number 4. Good look at curveball, bunt. That's going to go foul. It looked like some good anticipation from Westwood. Throwing that curveball on the first pitch, knowing there might be a bunt, and able to get a foul out of it. So strike 1. Sullivan going to check on first. A 1 pitch, just outside. Sullivan looked like he wanted that one. Looks like he's got a good piece of the outside corner. A 1 ball, 1 strike. Curveball in there for a strike, 2 strikes. Great pitch to have, to be able to throw a curveball for strikes, pretty impressive. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs here. Top of the 3rd. Ball's just going to miss high. Two balls, 2 strikes. I feel like Sullivan's going to reach back here for a nice fastball. Oh, no, goes to the curve. Potential double play ball. Out at second, it's going to be safe at first. Almost. It was pretty impressive. It looked like the ball kind of slowed down when it hit the infield. And Hurley able to get that over to to LaRose. LaRose get a good throw on a first, but runner was a pretty quick kid, able to get there to beat out the throw. So 1 out on the play. Fielder's choice for Bryce Barlow. It's going to bring Tim Harrigan to the plate, the right fielder. Sullivan checking in on first. Yeah, but as mentioned, he's not necessarily looking to catch him at first. He's looking to keep him close, to set that precedent that he is going to look. A ball is going to work its way to right field. It's going to get in there for a single. Cassavant looking to throw. He's just going to send it to the second baseman while the runner stays on second. A nice piece of hitting there by Tim Harrigan, the right fielder, for a single there to right field. It's going to bring runners at first and second with 1 out here in the top of the 3rd inning. And it's going to bring the catcher, Vince Chiarzio, to the plate. Vince, I believe, walked in his first bat appearance. Takes the ball high. Good looking pitch, just low for a ball. It's like the Westwood fielders are gonna play the field. Actually, now I see LaRose checking in on second there. Good looking pitch there. Sullivan gets the call, strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Good pitch there by Sullivan, get back into the count. Two-one pitch. Good looking curveball for strike 2. That is impressive. Throw that curveball for a strike. It's a 2-1 count. Able to throw that for a strike and freeze the batter. So 2-2. Another curveball. Ball's going to be in play over to third base. On to throw. Great throw, great catch. That's going to end the inning. So a great play there by Harris. Able to pick that up, throw it over to Garvin on the run to get the 3rd out. It's going to end the top of the 3rd inning. We're ready to kick off the bottom of the 3rd. We have a 9-hitter for the Wolverines. It's senior captain Emilio Velasquez. Center field for your Wolverines. He's the type of guy you get on base very, very fast. Hard to throw out when he's stealing second or third. Yeah, it takes a strike 1. It's also a well-positioned guy. You have him as a 9-hitter, you basically have 2 1-hitters. So if you go with him and then you come back with Bertone, those are 2 guys that are really good guys to get on base, and ball's going to be in play. Just caught a piece of it, looking to beat it out, and he does. The ball hits the ground. So it looked like that throw was right around the timing he was hitting the bag, so I'd have to call that a hit versus an error. But great job by Velasquez. It was kind of a cue shot where the ball hit the ground, it started rolling a little funky. Second baseman had to run to it, picked it up, threw it to first, and Velasquez was basically there before the ball hit the first baseman's mitt and hit the ground. So we've got a leadoff runner on base now for the Wolverines. Pitcher's going to step off. It's going to bring freshman Bertone to the plate. Oh, ball is lined into right field. Velasquez is going to stay on second there, and a good piece of hitting there for Bertone. So, as I mentioned, when you got a guy like Velasquez as a 9-hitter, Bertone as the 1-hitter, you basically got 2 guys who are very good at getting on base, and then you got very capable hitters right behind them that can put them, bring them home. Which brings us to the plate. Looks like we got Kevin Hurley, shortstop for the Wolverines. He fouls it off behind home plate. So no balls, 1 strike for Hurley. Got Bertone at first, Velasquez at second. Velasquez with a decent-sized lead. A ball in the dirt. It's going to be 1 ball and 1 strike. Velasquez with another very aggressive lead. Certainly getting the pitcher's attention. The ball in the dirt again. So I believe we have 3 balls and 1 strike to Hurley. See if he gets the take pitch here. Wells is saying no meals, so it looks like no stealing here. Ball is swung and in play. It's going to make its way to left field. It's going to be caught by a left fielder, and the runner's going to get back. Which will bring senior captain, first baseman Sean Garvin to the plate. So I got 1 out. You know, there's certainly been a couple of low pitches thrown. You know, do we see a double steal again? We saw it last inning in the 2nd inning. Oh, ball lined. It's going to be right to the second baseman. Bobbles it, and he's going to eat it. So that's going to load the bases here. That's going to load the bases for Mr. Danny Sullivan, today's pitcher. So if there's any way to help out the effort while you're pitching, get some runs, it's nothing better than to have a bat in your hand. Danny, a terrific hitter. He's the cleanup hitter. And he had a nice single in the 2nd inning and was part of a double steal as he stole 3rd base. Pitch from Purcell. It's going to be a ball high. Gets another ball. And 2 balls, no strikes. A good hitter's count for Danny Sullivan now. Takes a called strike. Not a bad thing, you know, Danny forcing him to throw strikes. You're the hitter with the bases loaded. A walk will score a run, so you certainly want to make him throw good pitches to earn it. Oh, good piece of hitting there. Sends it to left field. It is deep. It is deep. And it looks like it is in play. Hits the fence. We got 1 runner scores, 2 runner scores, and that's going to be a 2-run single. Garvin stays at second. Sullivan with the single, but that does score Velasquez and Bertone. That was a deep, deep ball. It's hard to tell here, the fences, if it's going to go over or not, just because it's kind of the fences blend in well with the tree line. But a well-hit ball, hit the ground, then hit the fence. Left field did a good job to get that in, but all in all, a 2-run single for Danny Sullivan, which is going to bring to the plate Steven Zuthin, the DH, who singled last inning. Steven takes a ball called there. Another ball. 2 balls, no strikes. And I can't say I've ever seen a ball hit that far that's been a single. Typically that will be a double, but I think they were, making sure the ball wasn't caught. Called strike there. 2 balls, 1 strike for Zuthin. Nice pitch there by Purcell, able to catch the outside corner. We do have a bit of a wind now picking up. See how that impacts, the field with fly balls or line drives. Ball is in play. It's another hit for Zuthin. And that's gonna. Looks like we have Garvin coming around. He's gonna score. Sullivan's gonna make his way to third, and that's gonna be an RBI single for Zuthin. Another great piece of hitting. Another impressive hit. He has like this top spin on it where the ball, you know, it starts at about like 8 feet, and then it ends up hitting the ground, you know, about 8 feet into the grass. But impressive piece of hitting, able to get the bat on the ball, get a run there. Also advance Sullivan to third base, which will give runners at first and third. Be interesting to see how Westwood plays that. Do we do a steal at first? Oh, we got a pop up here. And it's going to be caught by the second baseman. Sullivan shows that he's going, but then stops. That's going to be 2 outs. Two outs. It's going to bring number 13, Patrick Cassavant, to the plate. Patrick, the right fielder. Runner goes. The throw. He got him. That's going to be the 3rd out. But doing so, Wolverines able to score 3 runs. So after 3 innings, Westwood 3, Minnechaug nothing. We're ready to kick off the top of the 4th inning here. Wolverines able to score 3 in the bottom of the 3rd from singles from Danny Sullivan. Danny Sullivan with a 2 RBI single, and then Steven Zuthan with an RBI single himself. Call strike there. Good pitch by Sullivan to get the first pitch strike. Ball's going to be fouled off. Hitter for Minnechaug is number 4, Owen Geister, the first baseman. Or number 0. Number 0, Owen Geister. 0-2 pitch, and he's got him. Strike 3 swinging. The first out for the Wolverines here. Looked like a curveball there from Sullivan. It's been a pretty impressive pitch for him, not only just for called strikes, but also for the swing and misses. It's going to bring to the plate number 11, Matt Nordstrom, third baseman. Matt had a single in his first at-bat. This will be a called ball. 2 balls, no strikes. That's a pop-up. Looks like it's going to be around home plate. Or actually, Sullivan's going to take it. He's going to get the out. So Sullivan able to catch the second out. You know he's a good athlete when there's a pop-up and the pitcher is allowed to catch the pop-up. Many times you'll see in the major leagues, if there's a pop-up around the mound area, they'll have a shortstop, a third baseman call off the pitcher. Not in this case. Danny Sullivan, terrific athlete in his own right. First pitch ball there. We have left fielder up now, Ryan Aiken. He's going to take another ball, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Oh, good pitch there by Sullivan. Able to get a swing and miss. He's got great demeanor. He can go down 2 balls and he gets himself right back in the count. Curve ball there. Looks like just low. Bring the count to 3 balls and 1 strike. And he gets a call strike. That's going to be a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Oh, and a curveball just low, and it's going to be ball 4. That's going to put Ryan Aiken on the base with Ben Langone, the second baseman, coming up to hit. Ben is the 7 hitter for Minnechaug. Ball is going to be in play over to Hurley. Oh no, third baseman takes it and he's going to get him out. A great play there by Harris, able to get in front of that and throw it off to first for the 3rd out, and that's going to end the top of the 4th inning. Wolverines coming to the plate here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Hear a little thunder in the background. You see the umpires looking at each other. Didn't see any lightning, but heard some thunder. Very ominous, because Gray and I were just talking about this not more than 20 seconds ago. So it looks like we're going to take a break, a pause here. Not sure how long, but that was enough to take a pause currently on the game.